Thank you for staying with us. It's time for sports news on the news at 10. Nigerian Basketball League champions Kano Pillars may face serious sanctions from the Africa governing body FIBA if they fail to be in Tunisia for the Club Champions Cup, which started today. The Kano-based team is having financial trouble and might miss out of the continent's biggest men's club competition. Team officials and players have appealed to the state government to come to their aid. Kano Pillars are in Group A alongside Club African of Tunisia, Bibolo of Angola, Sporting Club of Egypt, Malabo Kings of Equatorial Guinea, and BCM of Mayotte. And to football, World Football Governing Body FIFA will vote next week on whether to publicly release a disputed report into alleged corruption in bidding for the 2018 and 2022 World Cups. FIFA had insisted releasing the report would not be possible for legal reasons. However, under a proposed amendment to FIFA's ethics code, an edited version of the report could be released. The report edits will protect the identities of witnesses who cooperated with Marco Garcia's investigation. Meanwhile, Europe's football governing body UEFA have fined Tottenham Hotspur nearly £12,000 for the 3 pitch invasions that happened at White Hart Lane during their Europa League game against Partizan Belgrade on November the 27th. UEFA's Control, Ethics and Disciplinary Body punished the club with a fine for the pitch invasions, which were a part of a marketing stunt. Tottenham secured their place in the knockout stages with a 1-0 win over Partizan, but the match was marred by the incident. Police charged 3 men for the pitch invasion, and they have to appear at a magistrate court on December the 18th. Away from football, Russia's Athletics Federation president has temporarily quit his role with the International Association of Athletics Federations pending an investigation into doping allegations. A series of investigations have already been started by both the IAAF's Independent Ethics Commission and the World Anti-Doping Agency. And to motorsport, Jenson Button's Formula One career will continue into her 16th following McLaren's decision to retain him. McLaren finally announced their lineup today after taking weeks to decide whether to keep the Briton or 2014 teammate Kevin Magnussen. Button, who won the Formula One title in 2009, will be partnered by returning double world champion Fernando Alonso. So American football, NFL owners have endorsed a tougher personal conduct policy for themselves and all employees following domestic violence cases involving players. Commissioner Roger Goodell, who came under fire for mishandling punishment, particularly in the Ray Rice case, will no longer make initial disciplinary rulings for off-field misdeeds. That job will fall to a new league officer with a criminal justice background. And that's sports. I'm Olumide McCauley. Thanks for watching. EJ will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
On the foreign scene now, the French military has announced that it's killed a senior jihadist leader in northern Mali, a man purportedly behind a number of high-profile attacks and kidnappings, with a $5 million reward for him by the U.S. Ahmed El Timlesi was the military head and co-founder of a jihadist group called the Movement for the Unity and Jihad in West Africa, one of several jihadist groups active in the region. The U.S. government designated him a terrorist in December 2012. And a suspected suicide bomber has struck during a show at a school in the Afghan capital, Kabul, killing 1 person and injuring dozens. Here's Simple Are with more.
Well, thanks a lot. The attack happened at the French-funded Istiklal Secondary School, home to the French Cultural Center. Earlier on, at least 6 Afghan soldiers were killed by a suicide bomber on the outskirts of Kabul. The Taliban have claimed responsibility for that attack, which is the first by them in the capital for more than a week. Also today, Hong Kong police arrested pro-democracy activists and cleared the main protest camp at Admiralty after more than 2 months of demonstrations. Many left as bailiffs and police removed the camp's barricades, but some vowed to stay despite police warnings. Then former U.S. President George W. Bush was fully informed about CIA interrogation techniques condemned in a Senate report. According to reports, Mr. Bush is said to have known everything he needed to know about the program, and the report was, in his words, full of crap. The CIA has defended its use of methods such as waterboarding on terror suspects after the 9/11 attacks. The Senate report said the agency misled politicians about the program as well. And that's the foreign news wrap-up. It's back to you now.
Thanks a lot, Cynthia. And the main news again. General Muhammadu Buhari has been declared winner of the APC presidential primary held in Lagos. The former head of state defeated Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Imo State Governor Rocha Okorocha, and Sam Nda Alzar to clinch the ticket. In his acceptance speech, General Buhari promised, among other things, to grant more powers to the EFCC in the anti-corruption war. And President Goodluck Jonathan has again picked his deputy Mamadi Sambo as his running mate for the 2015 presidential election. The president announced his decision after his official endorsement at the PDP's national convention. And French troops have killed Ahmad al-Tinlesi, a jihadist leader in northern Mali. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Hunyato. Good night.